Mark Wahlberg and Mel Gibson are teaming for a movie. I'm cool with
Flight
that.
Risk.
Um, yeah, called Flight Risk. I think it's going to be about an air marshal transporting a fugitive across Alaskan wilderness via small plane finds themselves trapped. So it might be like a survival thing in Alaska with a plane. Mark Wahlberg's going to be in it, but I'm all for Mel Gibson making movies. I'm a big fan of Mel Gibson making movies.
Yeah, I mean he's fucking directed and made a lot of good shit. I mean Braveheart.
Yeah, I'm a fan, man. I think
Um,
his stuff's good. Like
I've never
Apocalypto,
seen
I'm
The Passion
still
of the Christ, but you know.
yeah. I can't say I saw that one either. I didn't really care to see that, but The
And then he's got
Patriot and
this other one that I
Apocalypto.
saw bits and pieces of, where he's not like a hitman, or he sort of is. It's confusing. Uh,
Wait, that he did
I think
or that he's acted in?
no, I'm not sure if he like just acted in or he produced and directed it because a lot of times he will.
Well, he hasn't done a whole lot. Like he did Braveheart. He did The Man
He did that
Without a
Beaver
Face.
movie with Joni Mitchell or Foster,
I think he just was in that. He didn't
David
direct
Foster
that.
Wallace Mitchell. Yeah,
Yeah, he didn't direct that.
no, I don't think he did that. I don't think
He's
he did.
actually only kind of stuck to a few things. He did The Man Without a Face, which is something I don't know. It's from 1993.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Kind of like a Dark Man type thing. He did Braveheart, which is fucking great. He did Apocalypto and he did Hacksaw Ridge recently. That was good. That's the last
Yeah,
thing he's
even
done.
Apocalypto was okay. I feel like I saw that shit in theaters actually.
I actually really like that movie. I think it's one of those people look back fondly as it ages. You know, it's still a good movie.
I don't know. I feel like it's not that well remembered.
No, it's not because I think it's Mel Gibson. I don't think any of his stuff is really well remembered. He has
Oh,
a
Braveheart,
bad rap.
Braveheart, Lethal Weapon, um, Road Warrior. Like, there's certain shit you'll never be able to take away from him. Like, those are iconic movies and
Yeah,
franchises.
Lethal Weapon. Yep.
Mad Max, all like
Mad Max
the
with
pre
Weapon.
Thomas Hardy shit.
Yeah, what's the movie where he hears women's thoughts too? That movie too.
Oh fuck! I've seen that shit so many times too. I don't
I
even know
forget,
why.
man.
Like I never wanted to watch that movie; it just happened.
I can't say I've watched it. I
Women
just
Want,
know
I
of
think.
it. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Uh,
This film sees Gibson and Wahlberg
who's he trying
reunite.
to fuck in that shit? It's from Twister.
Everybody, I think.
No, like the
Jodie Foster. Jodie Foster.
No. Helen Hunt, I think.
Oh, the other one, the one who looks like Jodie Foster but not.
Yeah, they do have some similar shit going on.
There's some '90s interchangeable stuff there.
I'll be right back. I gotta just...
Okay, yeah. This film sees Gibson and Wahlberg reunite following the film Father Stu, where Wahlberg played Stuart Long, a boxer who converts to Catholicism, becomes a priest. Very Mel Gibson-y, having some kind of Christian themes. That's a big thing there. I don't know. It's funny as a moviegoer. I'm excited for this just because I like Mel Gibson's movies. I think he does a good job at directing. It sucks that he's been so punished. I think he's a little out of the doghouse now. You know, everyone's saying like, "Oh, he's doing a movie again." Well, but he did in Hacksaw Ridge, and that was post his whole thing, and everyone liked Hacksaw Ridge, so I'm cool with him doing a movie. You know, you can't really blame someone forever. I think that's a big issue with a lot of Twitter these days and a lot of Hollywood and the whole woke freaks that just want to cancel everyone and really just cancel them for good. It's the same thing that's been going on with Mark Wahlberg. When he's 17, he had some arrest that was racist or whatever. But do you really blame someone when they're... How old is Mark Wahlberg? Like 50? I mean, I'm gonna look it up. He's up there. He's 51. It's like you're gonna blame something that happened, like 35 years ago, and you're gonna still consider him racist. That's insane to me. I think it should be insane to anyone. He's got to be a lot different than he was when he was 17 years old. Yeah, so Flight Risk is Gibson's 6th feature film as a director. He really hasn't done a lot. Braveheart, Apocalypto, Passion of Christ, Hacksaw Ridge, those stick out as a lot. I know he had to do with producing a lot of things, and I know he had involved with the making of things like The Patriot. I know comes to mind. It feels very Mel Gibson, and it feels very Braveheart. I like Mel Gibson's stuff. I think he knows when to be violent. He knows when to kind of put that into the story. Oh yeah, so I guess since this Father Stew thing, Mark Wahlberg has become very religious. Leon was sharing me some video of him praying at an altar, and I don't doubt it. Okay, Wahlberg can next be seen in The Union, which has Halle Berry, which she'll come up a little bit. She's been coming up a lot. But let me go to the tweets here. This is what shows you where certain people cannot let go of anything. It's funny how these woke people, they don't have any forgiveness in their hearts at all. But yeah, look at this. This Onyx Paradigm. Who knows? Maybe there's a fake black guy. White supremacy always rebrands their own. Both Mel Gibson and Mark Wahlberg have a history of anti-black racism. But now their image has been rehabilitated and all appears forgotten. I don't really know if they actually have anything anti-black. I was thinking about that. I know Mel Gibson has anti-Jewish, but black, I'm not so sure. Talk about Hulk Hogan, then I know there's some black stuff. Wahlberg was anti-Asian in his Boston community. I think that's the person he beat up. So I don't really understand it. I think they just want to latch on to everything. But you see some, you see some people making fun of this. What's your proof? Yeah, that's the thing. Everything is racist to you, woke people. They're just two people, right? It's totally true. I feel bad for Mark Wahlberg because he's not really in that class of woke, or racist people. I mean, is he part of the Hollywood conservative? I don't know. I mean, I know Clint Eastwood's there. I guess you can throw in Wahlberg. I mean, he's got Wahlburgers. That's probably racist to a lot of people. Just having a burger. I don't know if any of them are anti-black, but there definitely is this for certain people, black fragility. Let me share this tweet here because I have not been sharing it like a fool here. Black fragility here. This guy says white supremacy always rebrands their own. Both Mel Gibson and Mark Wahlberg have a history of anti-black racism, but now their image has been rehabilitated and all appears forgotten. So even if that is the case, is that really a problem? I'm fine with someone coming back. Someone who did make good movies, who was a good actor, good action guy. I got no issue with it. It's like, can you really just cancel someone forever? I guess you can. Oh, here's a video where I might have gotten this news article from. RK Outpost. Shout out to Ryan Kennel. Great YouTube channel. Check out Ryan Kennel. But yeah, Lionsgate is doing this one. Lionsgate has had some success with, I want to say Top Gun was theirs. Yeah, Lionsgate was Top Gun. So maybe they're deciding we're gonna stick with more conservative Hollywood type people like Mel Gibson and Mark Wahlberg. That might work. People actually kind of want to see them. But as a movie fan, I'm excited for something like this because I know Mel Gibson will make a good movie.
What is Mel Gibson's involvement? Is he just acting in it, or he's got more than that going on?
He's gonna direct it. I don't think he's gonna even. I mean, maybe he'll be in it, but he's gonna direct it. And they're I guess they're coming off a movie called Father Stew, where they both did a movie called
yeah,
Father
I remember
Stew
seeing
together.
some commercials for it. It was I think based on a true story about some like really fucked up guy who became a priest or something. I don't know. It's hard to tell what's going on.
It's about a boxer, maybe someone who's kind of criminalist that becomes converted to Catholicism, something like that. I could see Mark Wahlberg liking that. But there's a lot of backlash here. Like this guy says, white supremacy always rebrands their own. Both Mel Gibson and Mark Wahlberg have a history of anti-black racism. I don't really remember that. I know there was anti-Jewish and anti-Asian.
Mark Wahlberg was one of the first big like wiggers.
Yeah, I don't know if that really counts then.
It does. You know, it's the same reason people hate Vanilla Ice. He's just appropriating their culture and making tons of money off of it.
People hate Vanilla Ice?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
No. Did not know that. Let me see. I got another thing here to share. This is some more reactions.
His shit sucks.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
he ripped off Queen. Or no, not Queen. It was like Queen and David Bowie.
Oh yeah, Under Pressure. This guy says racist pigs love to collaborate.
Of course, they're in the same pig pen.
This is what's sad about these people who are just love to complain. Like, is Mark Wahlberg really in that group of people? I didn't really think he was.
I mean, he grew up in Boston. Is he canceled? That's like racist capital of the United States. Well, East Coast at least.
Well, I have heard that Boston baseball players say it's like the worst city to go to as far as racism.
I mean, like even Bill Russell, the guy won like 15 championships, and they still were giving him shit.
Was he on the Celtics?
Yeah, Bill Russell was.
I thought he was a Laker, or did he play against the Lakers?
Yeah, he played against the Lakers in like the 50s and 60s and shit like that.
Okay, not like Magic Johnson times. Was that Larry Bird?
No, you're probably thinking of like, well, that was like Larry Bird and Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Who's on the Celtics teams besides Larry Bird during that time? Like, what black guys were there?
He was one of the best power forward centers of all time. It's just
was he black?
Really is underrated. People don't know how good he was. He's one of the only players to ever shoot 60% from the field and 80% from the free throw line in a season. He's the only one to ever do it.
Was he a white dude, black dude?
He was white. Kevin McHale.
Oh, well, that's why. That's why he's, they're not going to talk about him. Come on.
No, I think Larry Bird just overshadowed those entire team, like rosters. Because Robert Parrish was really good. And then they had Nate Archibald for a little bit as a role player, and he was one of the best point guards of all time. He just, at a certain point, statistics were not recorded properly, so a lot of stuff gets lost. Like Will Chamberlain's blocks and Bill Russell's blocks were not recorded for a certain amount of time. So
yeah, because they're not gonna do those. It's like Lawrence Taylor with the sacks. Like his sack record would be crazy if they actually recorded it back then.
Well, what's also crazy about what he was doing then is pace of play. I mean, which is really a basketball statistic. I don't know how to equate it to football. I guess just pace. Pace was so slow back then that he got that much production defensively off of so few little plays being called. Nowadays, like, it's probably 5 times as much. Like Von Miller is getting a sack probably in a third of what Von Miller was. I mean, Lawrence Taylor was. Or like,
I like these.
Even what's his name, J.J. Watt, who had like an insane stretch of sacks for like 3 years.
He really did.
He was
Jared Allen did too.
Not
Jared Allen.
Like
he had a good
linebacker at all.
Jared Allen had a really good couple of years too. I don't even know if he's got to be out of the league, right?
Jared Allen, yeah, he retired like 4 years ago. He's on the Vikings. That's who you're talking about?
He was always a good white player there. Getting in get those whites in there like JJ, like the Watts.
You remember John Lynch? He was a safety for the Buccaneers. He was a good white defensive guy.
Jason Zehorn.
Linebackers like Brian Urlacher, Zach Martin.
You don't see too many cornerbacks that are white. It's really rare.
No, other than Adam Archuleta and
Jason Sehorn. That's it.
I can't think of.
You see some white backup safeties. They might be second string. It's a little different of a position.
Safeties that are good, but a lot of times they're more tackling like a linebacker than they are shutdown, interception, kind of athletic types.
They're kind really of exactly
as like
they're hybrid linebackers.
Yeah, the best safety though I've ever seen, and he was fucking awesome, was Troy Polamalu. That motherfucker was insane.
Oh yeah, he was great. Yeah, he was really
crazy shit in games that I've never seen before.
Super hard hits too.
He would time snap counts perfectly and jump the line and sack someone in like a second. And that's really just on his intellect and knowing their tendencies and perfectly timing it. Because if you don't get it right, you're just going to get a penalty and look like an asshole.
There was a period of time, man, where the Giants had this stacked up kind of safety group where they had Kenny Phillips, Antrell Roll, and Deion Grant. That's when they won the Super Bowl. All three of those guys are like super hard hitting safeties.
Yeah, Deion Grant they got from Carolina, I think.
Yeah, and he was playing cornerback, but he's basically a safety.
Antrell Roll had
all those guys
fucking years.
Oh yeah, big time. He was great.
And also, what was the guy that they traded after all that?
Who did they trade? Oh, you're talking about fuck, I think he was back on the team last year. You're talking about?
He went from them to Washington, I think.
Yeah, and he came back last year. What was that guy's name?
He had I think a 3 interception, 3 fumble fucking season or something like that. Like he had crazy takeaways.
Yeah, he came back on the team. He was actually on the team last year. What was his name?
Was it Phillips? Or...
No, it's not Phillips. He was a safety. What's his fucking name?
Was it Lawrence?
No.
Not Lawrence. It was
They put him actually on the practice squad, I remember last year. Just because he's a little older.
I don't even know what to search to find out who the fuck it is.
Landon Collins.
Yeah,
that's who it was. He was good. He's good back there. Good.
You have his stats up, like career stats up?
I don't know if he did a whole lot. You know, he was basically his best years were on the Giants. The Giants, he was good, but he went to Washington, he just kind of disappeared. But I guess that could be a Washington thing. You get your money and just don't give a shit.
Yeah, the same thing happened to that guy from Carolina who was really good as a defensive back that fought OBJ.
Oh yeah, that's right. That guy disappeared too. Guy who had issues.
Once he went to Washington, and you know who else disappeared in Washington? Albert Hainsworth.
Oh yeah, I think everyone just goes there to get their money and count their money and maybe just hang out in DC
and die or quit.
Oh yeah, so I'm liking these responses to the Mel Gibson shit here. We got
hold on. Landon Collins had 5 interceptions. And then
on Washington?
No, on the Giants. And then he had a fucking 100 tackles solo.
Right. I mean that's
fucking nuts. And he had 4 sacks. Holy shit, that's an insane fucking season.
Also, interceptions on that are just a big plus because safeties are usually not interception guys. So that's a big plus. They're usually tackling guys like that.
No,
usually the guy that tackle or running back.
But he had 5 interceptions and 4 sacks and 100 tackles solo. That's that's
a great year.
He finished 3rd in Defensive Player of the Year, and he was an All-Pro and a Pro Bowler.
Damn, that's pretty good.
In his 2nd year.
Looking at these responses to this guy saying racist pigs love the carab right here. Someone says racist Dumb racist bait Twitter. People love to get triggered. Oh, shut the fuck up, woke bitch. And this guy says,
"That's a good one. Just like it has a good ring to it."
How are these racist? How are they racist, you fucking idiots, when they don't agree with your agenda that makes them racist? I think that is the truth. It's like
It's weird
just
how many
because,
people are putting emojis in. Like, is that
yeah,
necessary? Like, just say what you're gonna say. Why do we need like a smiley face trying to represent what you just?
it's very
I don't know.
relatable. Brenton Suresh needs to do that kind of thing. See, this is Brenton Suresh. He needs to put that in.
Oof, man. He took that photo and thought that, yeah, I'm gonna go with this.
I feel like it has to be fake. Why would you use that? You know what I
It's
mean?
not.
But he's,
How do you fake that? Like
I
he's
guess
using
not.
somebody else's thing for him.
Maybe not.
He's got 2
But
followers. Poor bastard, man. Even like if you weren't trying, you could get more than that. He must if
I
he
definitely,
must have got 5 and alienated 3 of them.
I definitely agree. I think these people, as soon as they don't agree with them, they just label them a Nazi or a racist, and I don't think they really
Yeah, I
understand
mean,
the term.
how
They don't
long have we
understand
had
what it is.
cancel culture 1.0? You know, like everyone knows what the drill is.